Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I like? Patreon.com/inkdependence keeps this blog ad-free.
Hello everybody and welcome to Inkdependence, and you're not imagining things. This is not Mike, this is Audrey. If you watch our live streams on Fridays, I said I was going to... Mike does not like spoilers. I don't mind spoilers, so I know lots of people would like to know what is in the Diamond Inkvent calendar for 2021, because it is a big purchase. These are about $110. Mike purchased this through Lemur Ink, and he did get a blogger discount, but all of his reviews are going to be honest in his own. And also, we are doing this in one take, so if there are any mistakes, please bear with me. I don't want to go through the whole editing and learn editing, and Mike doesn't want to be spoiled, so he's going to be doing his usual one, like as an calendar. So every day in December, he's going to go through and do a video. He's going to have swatch comparisons. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to show you the swatches, the bottle itself, and just give you a little bit of, is it shimmer, sheen, etc. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. This is what it looks like. It's red this year. And you just open it up with a little tab. I actually had a little problem. Some of them weren't lined up properly, so it was a little bit hard. I ended up using a little letter opener to actually get it and open it. And these are actually, let's go ahead and look at the first one. They're actually shrink wrapped, and they were very difficult to open each individual one. These are plastic and not glass like it says in some of them, which is fine with me. That's not a problem. It does say on the side what type it is. They have standard, shimmers, shimmer, and sheens. I believe that's it. And then just a sheen one. So I'll tell you on the side what it has. And then on the other side, I'll tell you that each of these are about 12 mils each. They're not like filled all the way to the top like a Noodler's. Like you don't have to worry about opening it and spilling it all over the place. And it does give you a little idea of the color based on the background. And you'll see that a little bit later as well. So I'll get this out of the way. I should say the last day on the 25th is going to be the full 30 mil size, which quick looks like this. So you'll see it's a lot bigger, the 12 versus 30 mils, because it's Christmas. So you get the big present on Christmas. Let's get this out of the way and get started. So the first one we have here is Seize the Night. On the swatch card, these are Colodex cards. So, did I already mess this up already? Yes, I did. Don't mind me. I just showed you the last one. It's fine. We're starting out great. Did I write Seize the Night or Day instead of Seize the Night? Yes, I did. Sorry. So this is a standard, but actually if you look at it, there is a lot of sheen in this one. So it's a very dark plum, but it's hard to describe. There's a little bit of brown to it. It's sort of a blackish, goldish, greenish sheen to it, but it is really dark, but you can tell that it's not black, but you can see it really nice here. It's sort of like a plummy, brownish color with lots of sheen to it. Okay, I'm going to try to keep these in order, unlike what I just did right there and messed it all up by starting from the wrong side. You know, we're doing it live. Let's keep it going. Day 2 is a special one. It is actually a shimmer and sheen. It's called Garland. You can see here, shimmer and sheen. And this is what it looks like. You can definitely see the sheen here. It's that red sheen. It's more of like an emerald green. There's lots of blue in it. And let me see if I can capture the shimmer. The shimmer's hard to show, but looks blue to me. So it has a blue shimmer, which goes nicely with the blue and the emerald in the background. But it's not too overpowering. When you have the writing, there is the sheen, but the green definitely shows up. And I don't really get much smearing or anything, especially on these, because they settle nicely into the Colodex cards. Okay. Day 3, we have Ash, which is aptly named based on the color it is, and this is a standard. And it is a nice gray color. It's readable, as you can see here, even when it gets lighter, because this is just using a dip pen. So despite it being a dip pen, you know, at the very beginning, it's going to be really dark like it is here. But as it starts to run out, it gets light. But it's still readable, even when it turns light. But it has some nice shading properties to it. But it's just a nice normal gray color. Day 4. Got another nice dark color. This one is called Tempest. You can see here it's going to be more of like a tealy color. And this one is a shimmer. And here this is. Yeah, it's really, really dark. There is some sheen in here. You can see it's reddish and there is gold shimmer in it. But you do see it's not quite as tealy. It looks a little bit more gray with lots of blue in it to my eye. But I guess in the writing it is a little bit more teal. So it's hard to say because there's so much shimmer and there is sheen in this, even though it's not called a sheener. But I really like this one. It's really complex. Okay, day 5. We've got a purple for all you purple lovers. We got Harmony. And then this one is a standard as well. And here's that one. It is a dusty purple, more of like a lilac color, I'd say. And you can see it has some nice shading here from dark to light. But it's still readable in the light, like I said, for the last one. Okay. Day 6, we have Winter Spice. And then this one is a shimmer and sheen. So very interested to see what this one has up its sleeve for us. And this is another really complex one. If you just glance at this, you're like, what is going on here? And I sort of like ink like that, especially, you know, there's a lot of ink throwing down here, but in the writing, it's not quite as complex. So you can see this is more of like a chestnut warm brown in the base color. And there is some nice green sheen to it. There you go. And it has that pretty blue shimmer to it. So really contrasting colors in it, which I really enjoy. Okay. Next we have day 7 is Candlelight. You got to have a gold when you're doing this, right? A nice yellow gold here. And this is just a standard. And this is what it looks like. It's a nice, vibrant yellow, but it is, you know, gold toned. A little on the mustard side, especially in the swatch. But it is definitely readable. That's the thing you can get with yellows. You're like, I don't want it to be too light. I don't want it to be highlighter. This is not highlighter. But it really doesn't show much shading at all. So it's pretty much a nice, even color to it. Next, we have day 8, and we have Raspberry Rose. And this is another standard. And that one, based on the name, I was really interested to see what this was going to look like. This is really nice. It is a berry, a nice deep berry. And there's a hint of the rose. I see what they're going with. It does have that sort of almost on like a mauve-y end of it as well, but it's definitely in that berry. And I really like this one. It is very saturated. I'm curious to see how it actually looks in a pen. Okay. Day 9. We have Storm. So when you think of Storm, you're like, yeah, this is probably going to have a shimmer to it. Yep, it does. It's a nice shimmer here. And blue. That's what this looks like. It's basically a navy blue with some pretty, I want to say it's silver, but I think it might be a mix of silver and gold together to my eye. What do you think? But yeah, it's a really nice deep navy. Okay, up next we have Peach Punch. which I've never had peach sponge. Have you? I've never heard of that as a thing. Well, this is a nice, vibrant peach color. Definitely peachy, apricot-y, but it's, again, not a color that sometimes it can be a little light unless it's saturated enough. This one is saturated, and the lighter, you can still read it easily. And this is just I think it's a fine dip pen. So if you're going to have a wider nib, it's going to even show up even more. And just a little bit of shading, not too much. Really more, just a more saturated color. Okay, day 11. We have Party Time. And this is a shimmer. This is a fun one. This is a nice fuchsia or magenta. I always mix those up. Correct me which one it is in the comments, but it is, I want to say it's more of a fuchsia color. So it's a mix of that purple and pink. And the shimmer here, if you can see it, it's that nice blue shimmer yet again. Nice fun color combination. I'm curious how this will look against some other comparisons, but these are the type of colors I generally like to go for. I like pinks, purples. Mike, you know, he's not really into those as much, but I like this. Party Time. Okay. Day 12, we have Stargazer. And this one is a shimmer and sheen. I got another shimmer sheen. Okay. There's this one. So you can see this is another, so tealy, I would say. There's definitely some green to it. Lots of red sheen. And the shimmer, I want to say it's gold, but it looks a little blue too. I think it's a mix as well in this one. And I could be wrong, correct me. I'm sure somebody else has a better grasp on the different shimmer particles. But this one's a really sheeny. You can even see it in the writing as well. And it's not just the swatch one, it's heavy. So this is definitely a mega sheener on it. But it's a nice blue-red. Speaking of blue-reds, day 13, we have Ruby Blues. And as you can imagine what this one will look like, this is just a sheener on this one. Yep. We got a really nice, vibrant blue color with lots of red sheen to it. The color reminds me a little bit of Colorverse Stars and Stripes without, again, this is just off the top of my head. Mike will do comparisons, but I just happened to use that recently and it makes me think of that. It's really nice and blue and lots of red sheen to it. So this is really pretty. I can see this being popular with people. Okay, day 14, we have Red Robin. We have lots of red robins around here. This is a standard color, and it looks like this. It's a nice red. It's a little bit more on the maroon side than I would say a bright cherry or strawberry red. But it's just, you gotta have some reds for Inkvent, right? But there aren't too many in here. But it does have some shading to it on the edges, you can see. But not much. Okay, day 15. We have Nightshade. And this one is also a standard. And it looks like this. This one you can see it definitely has a lot more shading than some of the other ones that are standard that we've shown. But it's a nice blue. It looks like it's almost a blue-black. It's definitely blue, a little bit navy, but it does lighten up once you lay less ink down to it because of that shading property that it has. Okay. Day 16, we have Vintage Copper. And this one is a shimmer. See here, it definitely has a coppery feel and it has that nice gold shimmer in it. Really nice. It's not too orange. It's one that it's a little bit more of a more everyday color if somebody doesn't like a bright orange. but Mike, as you know, loves bright oranges as well. Okay. Day 17. We have Thunderbolt. There's quite the theme of weather things such as storm, thunderbolt, things like that. This one's a standard. This is a nice, again, a vibrant blue. A tiny bit of sheen here, but not anywhere near as much as the ruby blues from before, but more it's just that nice blue color without having that sheen in it. Okay. Day 18, we're getting there. We're getting there. So hopefully it's not going to be too long. I should show some of the shimmer on the bottom as well. You do have to shake it up a bit to really get all of that. So if you forget to, you're not going to get very much shimmer. So it's mostly there. You can see a little bit left. So don't forget on the shimmer ones to shake those up. So we have SubZero, another weather thing. So here's SubZero. Hopefully I can show the shimmer here. There you go. This is a nice lighter blue, more of an aqua blue color, a little bit on the dusty side, which I enjoy. And the shimmer, it looks like it's another combo of gold and silver again to my eye, but not much in terms of, there's no real sheening or shading really in this one. You're really focusing on the nice blue color and shimmer on this one. Okay. Day 19, another day for purple lovers. So Festive Joy, this is a standard. And it looks like this. A little bit of sheen here, more of a bronzy color to it, but we're focusing mostly on the saturated aspect of it. Really nice. It's more of, what kind of color? It's not, maybe more of a violet purple, I'd say. Nice regal purple color. Okay, day 20, we're in the twos. This is pure ice, or pink ice, excuse me, I'm sorry, pink ice. And this is shimmer. If you're hearing ice, you're automatically thinking this is probably going to be a shimmering one. And this one is. And here is pink ice. It does have that shimmer to it. It looks more silver on this one. I don't really see much gold. But it is a nice pink color. It's not too orange. It's more on the melon side, I would say. Like a watermelon pink. And not really any, little bit of shading. Not really any sheen on this one. Focusing again on the shimmer. Okay. Day 21. Brandy Snap. Brandy Snap is just so funny. Fridays on Netflix is the new season of The Great British Bake Off. And I think this season they had a whole thing on Brandy Snap. So I saw this. I'm like, oh, it's Brandy Snap. So maybe think of that. So this is another standard. And this is really nice. This sort of reminds me of a couple of the colors from the Diamine Les, the Gibson series. It's sort of the tobacco color that they had in there, which I know Mike has. But it's a really nice brown with hints of gold. So it's like a gold brown. So it's really interesting. It's very readable. I really like that. Some nice shading as well. Okay. Day 22 is Black Ivy. This one had me intrigued, especially with the color there. And this is a sheener. Here it is. Lots of sheen, as you can see. This sort of shows it nicely up here. It's a nice, bright, evergreen color with lots of red sheen. Really pretty base and pretty sheen on that one. Day 23, we have Wonderland. And this one is I want you to focus here. standard. Got another nice bright orange color, more of an apricot color as well. I should probably look at the other one and see how they compare, but this is a really nice, tiny bit of shading, no sheen on this one, just a nice vibrant color. Which I don't know if I think of Wonderland, but you know, everyone has their own interpretation of a Wonderland, right? Day 24, Christmas Eve, we have Yuletide. And this one is a standard as well. I thought that this one was going to be a sheener or something. Especially with the blues, you easily get those sheens. This is a really nice, vibrant teal color. Looks a little bit more green in person than what I'm seeing on here. But again, not really much. It's more of a saturated color. You're not really getting any sheen, which again, I was expecting to see some sheen. But it's very, very pretty. I really like this one a lot. Last but not least, day 25, which I already ruined at the very beginning. I'm so sorry. I didn't start over, but we're doing it live, so it's fine. This is a 30 ml bottle, and this is All the Best. It doesn't on this one say what type it is, and when I first glanced at it, you can see on the bottom, it definitely has some shimmer to it, so I wrote shimmer down. But when you look at the swatch, I don't know if they would consider this just a shimmer or also a shimmer plus sheen, because there is a lot of that green gold sheen on here. And the shimmer on it is going to be that blue color yet again, and more of a berry / maroon color in the base. It looks more berry here, but when it's darker, it has more of a maroon feel to it. But it's really a complex color. Again, I like that we have this in 30 mils because I can see us using this quite a bit. Well, there you have it, folks. The whole set all together. I tried to be as organized as possible, kept these in order. Hopefully I don't mix them up. I'm going to put them back in their respective spots. So on February, it's been a long year. On December 1st, Mike is going to go ahead and open these just like he would for a regular advent calendar. He won't actually get to open it because it'll already been opened, but please definitely watch his videos, and he does a lot more, probably better descriptions than I can and did, but also does lots of comparisons, so you'll be able to see, does this have anything that is too close or a dupe to another color? Because I know in previous years they have released the colors in the Inkvent into their regular line that you could purchase. We don't know yet if they're going to do that this year, but hopefully they will, because there's some really nice colors in here, and I hope you enjoy this. And I hope you have a great rest of the year. If you haven't, please stop by on our Friday live streams, because I usually stop by as well. And I hope you had a great time, because I did. Thanks for stopping by. As Mike would say, peace out. So much ink here. Yee.